Good afternoon, everyone. Well, it's afternoon where I am. It is Monday afternoon. Currently, I think it's about 2 o'clock. And I'm in the middle still sorting out my yard. Getting this hard standing yard sorted out. Clearing it out. As I say, it was storage for a long time. We have tons of random logs, orb waste, sticks, all sorts. And we're just clearing up and working our way through while setting up. I've got some really exciting news for you, but I'll touch that at the end. So one of the things that I do get asked is, Joe, what do you do with all your processor waste, sticks, etc.? I also do get asked about sawdust, but we'll touch base on that in a minute as well. So the main thing is sticks. What do you do with all your processor waste? Now, what I do, and I didn't do it for a while, but then I couldn't believe the response I got when I did it. We make barrow bags full of the sticks. Here you do get some crap in there as well. I wouldn't class it as crap, but what we do is we'll process and it'll fall for a cleaner into IBCs, bags, whatever. Now this is a poor example because this is one that I shoveled up with the bucket. Now this is something that let me sort that out, there you go, something that we'd get. Now, when we're sorting through it all, so look, you got some small bits there, some big bits, and as we're grabbing out and filling up a barrow bag, you'll actually find that you have some logs that are fairly decent there. They might have just fell off, bounced out the bag back into the cleaning section, whatever. So it gives you time to sort through it as well. Now, some of you may say, does that take a long time? Yeah, it doesn't take too long to fill a bag. It doesn't take too long to sort it out either. Less waste to get rid of. Yes, you can put it in your kilns. Yes, you can use it for whatever your own fires or whatever you're going to do with it. But one thing that works for us is we sell them at 25 quid a bag. All right. And I can guarantee you we'll sell out of these before we do any firewood. Guarantee you. Especially in the summer. Summer, these are absolutely crazy. Another thing that people use them for is garden borders. So we have a couple of landscapers come up. We fill them up a couple of times a day with the barrow bags, or sometimes we do them bulk loads because they ask for it. So only what we have. We don't purposely go making this stuff. It's just a waste product. And then we'll go and put it in garden borders and stuff like that. And I'll try and attach some photos, but I'll have to try and find some photos actually. I know I have got some somewhere, but if not, I'll reach out to them and get some photos. It does look really nice. And when it rains and it's in the garden border, it looks bang on. It's the only time I'll be happy to see wet wood, I think. But no, so these will sell out faster than your logs. Price at the right price, of course. We get so much demand for this. The only downside doesn't happen to us. People may not buy kindling. Now, we still sell a hell of a lot of kindling. We sell this as a waste product. You might have a bit of sawdust in there. Very rarely, but you might get the odd stone or a piece of mud in there, depending on how clean the log was. Or if someone's like scooped up a shovel load from around the bottom of the cleaner. We market it for what it is. It's a waste product, but if you don't mind this waste, there's a lot of good stuff in there. I mean, a hell of a lot. So what you see here is the Uniforest cleaner doing its magic. We don't always use a Uniforest cleaner. Sometimes we have the obviously Firewood standalone cleaner, our homemade cleaners. There are many different types of cleaner now. It will either go into a pile on the floor that you scoop up with your bucket, in an IBC cage, crates, bags. I've seen it all, we've done it all. So what we tend to do is, if it's in cages, bags, crates, whatever, we'll take it to a standalone part we have somewhere and we'll tip it all out. And then just before we go to, I don't know, load a load of bags, I might give it 2 little shuffles with the bucket, but it tends to be pretty well mixed anyway. So as you're seeing, you know, there's quite a bit of dirt, sawdust, bits and bobs all going through at the minute. That's fine, because it's a waste product. Any big bricks, anything like that, we'll pull out where we can. We don't tend to get many, so that is for when we scrape up. So basically, for this video, as a tutorial, I have scooped up the base of the
are standing where a pile of logs were, and put it on the cleaner to fill up some bags. And once that's all been sorted out, you know, in a pile, and you scoop up, what you tend to have is a product that is sellable to the end user.
Again, we sell out every year, hands down. We cannot make enough. Is it worth buying it in from other firewood processors? No, it's not. You don't want to take away from what you're doing, so you'll always be able to free up a bit of time to knock up a couple of these bags. Now, if I said a bag every 5 minutes, that sounds too slow to me. You can literally knock up so many bags in a day. So say you had a spare day or a spare afternoon, or a bit rainy, and you've done your kindling, done your log nets, having a little bay with this set up in, just shoveling it in. That's all you gotta do, shovel it in, maybe pick through a little bit, but 90% of the time it's just a quick shovel into the bag and you're there. If you're buying it from other people, then you've got the cost of it as well. How cheap you can get it, I don't know. I know the biomass people do purchase this stuff. I don't think they offer you the best rates, but I wouldn't know. I haven't sold it to biomass in a long time. That's what I used to do. I had loads of inquiries around where I was ringing around trying to get rid of it. But yeah, so if you've got this stuff, definitely worth bagging it and trying to market it. You might do well, you might not. It could be area dependent. I could just be in a lucky area. I'm not sure, but we sell good few hundred easy of these, dead easy. I'll have to actually have a look at the numbers as well, because I haven't had them in stock for a while, so I wanted to try and get them as dry as our logs as well. That's another thing. You can sell them wet and just say, look, shove them in your store, they'll dry out because they're sticks. Or you can dry them out yourself, not force dry them in a kiln or anything like that, just chuck them in a barn, leave them there for many months and do. We sold out, I think, July. We put them in June, and July they were gone. We sold so many, it was crazy. But all this little bit of extra money always adds up. Another thing as well, sawdust, as I just mentioned a minute ago, I said I'd touch base on it. Sawdust can be sold, but it's very difficult in my opinion. Depending where you are, depending who you know. Again, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know sometimes. I know people who get rid of a lot of sawdust, and I know people who get stuck with sawdust. Now, we are 50-50. It depends what the market's doing. So we have a few horsey people come down and I'll drop it off on the trailer. I know a few people, and a friend of mine sells to one of the racetracks for spillages. I don't know if they're buying at the minute, I'm not sure. I've got a few bags to get rid of because our cyclone fills the bag. But yeah, so sawdust is still something I'm trying to work out. It's good for composting, I would say that. Making compost out of it I think would be good. But yeah, so it's worth a look at that. I might look into that and then get back to you on that one. But over the years, we've kind of used it ourselves, you know, pouring it on there. We have like a bit of a, I don't know if you can see, raised bed there. There you go. Right by the train track. We just keep like leveling it off and building up with it. It's great. I've got a bit of a pile next to me over there that I've got to sort out. Give it a clean up first, flatten it out, pack it down. We do it every time. Yes, it does rot away after a while, but for us, it does the job. Great for putting cages on. Great for putting trailers on or vehicles on sometimes, as long as it's not too wet. But yeah, so I hope everyone's having a good week so far. I hope you enjoyed the last video. I'm going to start doing a few more of these little videos in between, little tips, tricks, asking a couple of questions. And again, I said I'll talk about the live feed, so I'm starting live feeds at the end of this month. I'm probably going to aim to try and do it at least once or twice a month. Hopefully I'm aiming to do it fortnightly. I want to build a community up with all of us in it. I've got plenty of companies on board in terms of machine suppliers, packaging suppliers, tool suppliers, and we're all trying to come together to build such a good community. I'm going to aim for a Sunday, late evening-ish, to try and accommodate our friends from other countries. But I'll get back to you on that. It'll probably be about 8 o'clock or something. We're going to get us all together, all have a chat, and yeah, see what we come up with, see how your week's going. If you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to ask. And here's another train. You'd be surprised how many trains come past here in a day. It's crazy. I know it's a main line, but I mean, it's absolutely crazy. You can guarantee when you start talking on a video, I don't know how good the mics are, they're usually pretty okay, but before, every time I tried to film, when I was stood next to the stack like that going, hello, Joe from the Log Burners Lounge or whatever it was, when I was showing you businesses and stuff like that, every time I started that, a train went past. It was like, wow, we have to start again. But no, so we've got some interesting stuff coming up. We've got some mobile processing going on. We've got some more work in the woodland. I'm doing some more in detail videos with the Splitter 400, the Uniforest. We're testing out some equipment for people. So I'm going to try and keep everything as content full as I can. That will stay interesting. Another one. Come right in a book. I'm going to test some splitters out. There's so much that we're going to get cracking on with. Some business and marketing stuff as well that I wanted to talk about. There's going to be some business and marketing stuff that I'm going to put out there, some ideas, some things I picked up from other people around the country when I'm chatting to people, especially through the YouTube. It's been great. If you ever want to reach out to me directly, don't forget to message the Log Burners Lounge on Instagram, Facebook, whatever you've got. You can do it on YouTube as well, drop a comment. Sometimes it's difficult to reply in the comments. I don't know why I have to go on a computer to do it, but if you ever want to drop a message or anything like that, feel free, or ask it on the lives, that's what they're for. Be good to hear what you're thinking, what you want to see, what you want to do. So that's it for this quick video. I just thought I'd share what I do. Again, selling at £25 a barrow bag. The barrow bag costs us £2 would be a stretch, I think. But anyway, the barrow bags cost us X. We get our stuff from Bulk Bags or the A pack. They're absolutely great to us. But yeah, have a go, market it, see what you get. It's all in the marketing. If you're honest with people and say, look, this is a waste product, they're usually okay. I've not had a complaint yet. I think, yeah, no, we haven't had a complaint yet. Some people weren't sure what to expect, and a lot of people were very, very, very happy. They still buy the Firewood with us. They'll buy this in the summer, maybe they're in outdoor barbecues, whatever. They will buy it, and everything sells as long as you market it correctly. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you on the next one.